And here we have the biplane bomber. Quite proud of this build right here. It's my third bomber. I'm pretty sure this one has worked out pretty well. The first one was a complete failure where it turned into a triplane. Second one looked like a legit bomber. This one kinda looks like a Veltal. Shit. Hang on. Sorry about the inconvenience. We'll be back in a bit. Hang on. Hang on. And we're back. Just hello? I don't know how to do this. Oh, right. There we go. So this biplane I've built is designed to bomb any target. Of course, I'm not the best at flying planes, as you'd see right here. But if I can get us a good look at this thing, it's armed with five packs. 5 things of missiles, homing missiles. So there's 2 things of homing missiles on the booster, on each booster, and then there's one right down there. It's designed with 5 propellers, so it can move decently fast. Good set of wings as well. These aren't easy to come by. But as you see, this little box right here carries a bomb. There's 2 of them. The first 2 bombers I built only had 1 bomb. It was attached to the bottom of the plane. Now it has 2 bombs attached to the sides. So whenever it launches the bombs, they're fired from the side, making it easier to take out enemies on this, since, well, they like to follow you in this game. Enemies like to follow you in Terra attack, so... And it's kind of hard to aim when going straight forwards, and here I and this is a point where I'm testing out the capabilities of the plane by kind of janking it around a little bit, doing a little swooping as well. But this thing can do loop-the-loops. It may look big and bulky, but it sure is agile. I've always liked the kind of black and red theme, but as you see, located an enemy. Targeting with a plane is a bad idea. That's why I just crashed right there. It kind of makes your controls all wacky. But I tried tail wings. So I tried the tail wings on the bottom set of biplane wings. It seems to work out just fine. As long as it has the normal wings above, as long as it has the normal wings somewhere, it works fine. It does dip down now and again, but that's not something too hard to deal with, since it's only slightly. But it should be quite decent to maneuver. The main body is actually a fuel tank. Meaning this... Now I'd show you, like, aeroplane controls, but, like, no meters or anything that tells you. Just got kind of stuck on the rocks there. Thing is, like, icy planes, like, if you know how to use them, and know how to fly them and know how to build them, you've got a good advantage. Like, you know how they work, you get an advantage in this game against everyone else. as long as you can use them properly. Of course, they're not my best part. They're not my best thing in this game. I'm honestly best at hovercraft. Don't know how to build a helicopter. But this plane is quite amazing. When I first got the game, planes were something that I was quite excited to get to. Went through a lot of the campaign to get to the point where I could actually buy some wings, propellers and stuff. My first plane was kinda rubbish. It's a big flying cube that kinda just fell out of the sky. But then when I realized how to properly build the plane, I then eventually managed to make one. The one problem is, it didn't have a gyro. Now, occasionally you should be able to see it, but that little orange thing in the bomber is the gyro. Keeping it in the air at all times. Well, keeping it stable, not in the air. The propellers do that. But this thing can keep itself in the air, unlike my first bomber, it can stay in the air. Not a problem. The first bomber relied on its boosters to get in the air. It's kind of hard to keep up with your enemies with how, well, I say keep up, your enemies can't keep up with you. As you see, you can make a lot of money doing things, taking down enemies with stuff like this. And one thing is, like, diving in like that is good, like a decent tactic to hit your enemies. But one thing you want to keep in mind is mounting your planes with machine guns isn't the best idea. I know it may be cool and all the normal planes may have machine guns, but in this game, the planes get kind of pushed by them, and then they fall out of the sky easily. Sorry about the quality. But as you see, this thing has nothing telling you how much fuel you have. Power's not a... This thing doesn't need power since it has no... Well, it has no fuel meter. Which, like, if you were to build something like this, you might as well add one. But, you also need... You don't need power for this thing. It has no shields or regenerators. It just kind of flies. And it is pretty decent at flying in circles as well. This is something you may want to do if you're using a plane in this game. Just fly in circles around your enemies. But with planes, like, having weapons on the front is all good, but I'd suggest, like, you have some weapons on the side that would be decent. But, usually, I'd suggest not putting your, cab on the front. Like, Techs work with cabins. Their weak point is the cab, which is that red little thing there at the front of my biplane. Now, usually you wouldn't want to put it at the front, but since it's a plane, it's gonna be hard to hit anyway, since most of the time they're gonna hit the underside of your plane anyway. But as you see, the only thing this plane has is missiles and bombs. And if you're getting close, you seem to be able to hit your enemies really well. Now, this is themed, this plane. I've designed it after a biplane from the wars. Of course they didn't have 5 things on it. Like, they didn't have 5 propellers on the thing. They only had 1. And it was usually right at the front. The wings were also not at the very front, but this is the best I could do to get it working. But the game now has skins. Actually, it's had skins for quite a while, but I think it's a camo skin. I could have given this a camo skin. I didn't want to. I like the black and red style. Now, something I sometimes do is combine the Better Future parts with the military parts, but I haven't really done that this time. Because I used the black and red skin for the Better Future parts, it blends in quite well. As you see, it's enemies kind of get bombed to death, but I think, yeah, that's literally the same rock I crashed into last time. So, I got kind of bored of those guys. At some point. Like, you can't keep... I'm just getting kind of bored of these guys. But, like, to be honest, I'm recording a recording. Just saying. Like, I recorded this on my PS4, and then I recorded it with my phone. That's how I have to do things at the moment. Quite difficult. But I just kind of want to show people what I can do. I remember the first time I played Terra, I wasn't very good. First time when I first had it, all I was really doing was making planes. And now that I've got access to this new, to these bombs, I'm very interested in building some bomb planes, some bombers. I think this might be the best bomber I've built yet. At first I didn't think of putting bombs on the side. Second one had a machine gun mounted on the top. They, like, the red bits look really cool at night. But, I like the idea of using planes, but I also kind of like my, hovercrafts, but this is where I kind of just start doing tricks with it, and just see, like, I'm just trying to see, like, how good this plane can move. Can't see how many blocks is in it, but this plane can move quite well for what it is. Like, most of my videos will be, like, things I've recorded on my PS4 at the moment, because I can't upload from the PS4 at the moment. I'm having to upload on my phone, because I'm having, like, my PS4 just doesn't want to connect to the internet sometimes. So, it's hard to actually upload anything on it. I'll start uploading something, then it will disconnect and screw the whole thing out. But, found my favourite biome. One of them. I have two favourite biomes. And they're right next to each other right now, I think. I like the salt plains and then this icy one because it looks so cool. But I've built things like bases that sit like a million feet in the air in this game. I hope you don't mind the quality, because this is all I can do for now. I'm also holding it. But, as you see, I kind of dominate the land vehicles with this plane. Quite good. Now, shields are always a problem. But one thing is, you don't want to crash like that a lot. Like, most of the time, crashing like that can be a bad thing. It's gonna end up, like, just getting you wrecked. But one strategy I figured out here is that if I use the boosters to get away from the enemy, then come back, I can get a free shot at him. And now that guy has no way of getting away. He can't move or anything. Can't fight back. So, honestly, I could have left him be. But then I remember it's an NPC. Didn't mention that I'm not playing online, did I? I'm using the sandbox to show this off. But you want to try build something like this? Go ahead. You can try and replicate this if you want. Or maybe you might even see it appear when you're playing Terra Tech. Maybe it'll come up against it. I don't mind people building this, but I'm going in for a landing now. One last show of it. Quite a great thing, this. Biplane bomber. Personal design. Ended with 17,859 cash. Say this is a pretty good tech. I like it. What do you think of it?